Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings. I wonder, who are you? Why do you stand tall? Where you get wisdom from? Are you really this strong? Ralph the Wise over here, Ralph the Wise over there. Atlas family affair, interfere if you dare. We don't battle with flesh, we fight demons oppressed by life over death. Off the record like broken up ciphers, black mirrors reflect us of lies. They try feeding on us, feeding on us. We're fighting demons. They try feeding on us, feeding on us. We're fighting demons. They wonder why point out all the wrongs, why shine in the darkest halls, why silence these evil calls. How dare you lift us up when we fall? We don't battle with flesh, we fight demons by life over death. Off the record like broken up ciphers, black mirrors reflect us of lies. They try feeding on us, feeding on us. We're fighting demons. They try feeding on us, feeding on us. We're fighting demons. We face pretenders, they co-creators, self-made destroyers. No more feeding on us, no longer getting my trust. Love in my veins like blood, none left for you demons, I'm done. They try feeding on us, feeding on us. What's going on? We're fighting demons. We're fighting demons. We're fighting demons. Feeding on us. Feeding on us. We're fighting demons. They wonder why point out all the wrongs, why shine in the darkest halls, why silence these evil calls. How dare you lift us up when we fall? We face pretenders, fake co-creators, self-made destroyers. No more feeding on us, no longer getting my trust. Love in my veins like blood, none left for you demons, I'm done.
Grand Rising, Namaste, Ashe, salutation, Shalom, peace. Hope all is well. What did I miss? I've been focusing on so much other stuff, getting back in shape, everything like that, working out, so on and so forth. But what did I miss over here? Now, we already said last year that Jay-Z was going to, when he did the GQ interview, we said, this is why Jaguar wasn't mentioning his name anymore, right? We said that. Everybody kept saying, why is Jaguar focused on other stuff? Why she's not trying to mention Jay-Z's name no more? See, this whole thing has always been bigger than Jay-Z, right? This is coming from the Republican Party, right? Maga. And I was trying to figure out how, but it makes sense now. If you notice, all the disinformation that has been put out there has been attacking Democrats woke society, conspiracy theories, right? And then Jaguar gets an award from Laura Crockett or whoever, because that's who put her name in there, right? Laura Crockett, Lindsay Crockett, whatever her name is, right? And she's banned from all social media platforms except for uh Twitter, right? And I was trying to put this together since like 2024. I was trying to put this together. Why? How did Jaguar get into the conspiracy column? Right? Just trying to figure that out. She talks about celebrity gossip. You know, she's a gossip page. She's not a conspiracy theorist, right? And then she has like Big Homie CC, all these other different characters and stuff like that that tries to make it seem like they know about Bigfoot, they know about aliens, they know about the bow, so on and so forth. And I was trying to put it all together. And when Jay-Z did his freestyle, he mentioned basically that the attacks are coming from higher up, right? The attacks is coming from higher up, the Republican Party. And if you go back and look, it all seemed planned out. I was wondering why Misha Fuller said that she said, I was supposed to come out when Jay-Z or P. Diddy got arrested. I didn't understand that part back 2 years ago when I heard it. I said, what does she mean by that? Because all of this is orchestrated to tear down the Democratic Party, to tear down woke society. There is a file on woke society. Anyone's talking about chakra systems, Reiki, spiritual awakening, ascension process, anyone that was talking about that during the pandemic is on a list. I thought they was joking when I heard about it on TikTok that there was excess amount of people in America that they were keeping an eye on VI social media because of different variations of topics or conversations. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. When all of those people came in and they said they were hiring people to watch people on the internet, I said, ain't no way. I started looking into social media experiments, right? And it comes to find out all of this is accurate. And between this year and next year, a lot of this is going to be exposed, right? These people that you see in the black tea sector that's tearing down other people, one thing somebody said when I came over here, they said they have a problem with anyone that's talking about chakra systems. Hmm? Someone literally said anyone that's talking about chakra systems or spirituality, they are going to attack. And what do we talk about over here? What do we talk about over here? Chakra systems, spirituality, right? So it's no wonder why a lot of the people in the black tea sector don't want to pop up on my panel, don't want to appear over here, don't want to have a conversation. They got to check with somebody, right? They're not operating on their own. All of these are, they pretend like they're against each other, but their real focus is to attack you, tear you down. If you're going through a spiritual awakening within inside yourself, if you're trying to enlighten yourself, intellectually, spiritually, with knowledge and so on and so forth, they're attacking us, right? I fell back and I analyzed this. I analyzed it. There's a reason why, certain players over here are against knowledge, wisdom. It goes against controlling, the collective. If we were smart, if we were, if we were gaining intellect, so on and so forth, they wouldn't have that, right? If we were unifying in knowledge, wisdom, understanding, all of that stuff, they wouldn't have the power over us that they have. They isolate, they divide, they separate, right? So, as always, what's going on, everybody? As always, we have to make this fight different, right? We have to make this a different fight to where as though we don't walk away with their cosmic karma. You have to give their cosmic karma back to them. Let them fall victim to their cosmic karma, right? Danny Robinson, she thought that by bringing up Freeman again, that was going to make me, go into a defense of, trying to prove that story all over again, something that took place a year ago, right? Danny Robinson tried to say that I was squatting. First, she tried to say it was a landlord tenant situation, and then she said I was squatting, so on and so forth. So her story changed from last year, where she said it was a landlord tenant situation. Now, this year, she's trying to say it was a squatting situation, right? And her, you know, it's funny because I'm going to show you how these people operate. Let's go to the Discord, right? Let's go to the Discord, and I just want you guys to see the list of friends, right? I'm just going to show you my friends list on Discord, right? And it's funny because all of these people that was sending me these messages on Discord are Avengers. I went over there and looked at it, and all of these people that were sending me messages on Discord are Avengers. Let me show you. All right. So this is the list over here, friends list, right? Look at this. Let's go all the way down to the bottom, right? First, you have DJ Genesis from Detroit, right? No reason to join the Discord other than to create confusion because they're tied into this whole Black T sector Jaguar Wright thing. So a lot of these people was coming to the Discord to try to get information or cause disinformation in the Discord, right? And then you have Laura Kelly, right? Laura Kelly sends me a message, 2025. She says, Grand Rising, I really enjoy your teachings and the clarity and the messages you deliver. You asked me to let me know when regarding classes. I said, okay. As I had to check on a couple of appointments, I also wanted to donate to you for your time. And I needed to check on funds as I haven't been working a lot. I really didn't I really didn't have any bad intentions nor playing a game. I'm sorry you took it this way. Some of us are still good. Have a wonderful day and thanks for all. So that means when Laura Kelly already came to the Discord, she came causing trouble and stuff in the Discord because she had to send me a personal message, a DM saying that, oh, I'm sorry if you took this wrong or took that wrong, right? She was already in the Discord causing problems, friction, so on and so forth, right? But nobody wants to acknowledge that. Nobody wants to say, what was actually taking place in the Discord, right? If we start looking at these other names, you will see that a lot of these people are OKP supporters or Danny Robertson supporters. Let's scroll up a little bit. All right. And they're mad at me because I wouldn't allow them to control my platform to basically push the knowledge information out or whatever it is that they wanted, right? All of these names that are here in the Discord that are on this page, right? That sent me friend requests, all of this stuff. They are Danny Robertson supporters. So when you try to make it seem like that you don't have this type of farm, this troll farm thing, and you don't have these people going around spying for you, so on and so forth, you're a damn lie. You're a lie, Danny Robinson. You are a lie. You got people planted in different people's discords, right? You got people sitting there bringing you content from different people's discords, and then you make it seem like, oh, me and the Avengers don't have to do nothing like that. Then why'd y'all do it? If y'all didn't have to do nothing like that, why did y'all do it? Ain't this one of Danny Robertson's biggest supporters right here? Don't you see this name pop up in Danny Robertson's chat? Don't you see this name pop up in OKP's chat? Do you not see this name? Look at the name. Look at the name. Look at the name. Right? This is how she gets her content. She gets her content from her Avengers meddling and fucking around in people's Discord, going to try to find out shit that she needs so she can turn it around and use it as content. I never asked these people to send me no messages. I never asked these people to try to play in my life or anything of that nature, but they need the content. So they place these people around or in. Look at the names. Riri, right? Riri, who was sending me all these messages on Instagram, so on and so forth. You still see these people around. They might have changed their names. They might have tweaked their names a little bit, but all of these people are still around. Look at the names. I don't have to make this up. I don't have to make this up. You can look at the names and see. Look. Y'all recognize that damn picture. Y'all recognize that image, even though that the full name is not showing because they tried to hide it. Y'all know who that is, right? Because y'all over here, they use the same images as their pictures that they use, on here, right? Some of them use the same name, some of them change, right? All of these people, I started seeing in OKP's chat. I started seeing in Danny Robertson's chat. I was confused. If these people say that they are who they are, so on and so forth, and they're not here playing no games, right? Why did they come in the Discord, create this, all this madness in the Discord, and then, oh, we wasn't in his Discord, right? All of these people, plants. And then you know what they use, right? They're going to use plausible deniability because this is what they're going to say. I never told them to go to your Discord. I never told them to go in there. I never told them to be over there, right? But yeah, you kind of did. Because they know the operation. They know to bring you the content. They're looking to be in your favor, right? They're looking to be in your favor. So even Sherelle and them had people planted in my Discord. Well, if you're a Jaguar Wright fan, then explain to me why when Jay-Z didn't respond to Jaguar Wright, Jaguar was running around saying, why do you think no celebrities will respond? Why do you think they don't mention my name? So on and so forth, because they know I'm right. And then soon as her name get mentioned, she switches it up and does this. Oh, he's nervous, he's scared, blah, blah, blah. That's why he's mentioning my name now. No, it's because people are tired of your bullshit. People realize that nothing is in a courtroom. Nobody's going to say like, oh, wait till it comes out in court, so on and so forth, right? They're going to say like, The public is going to judge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jay-Z did that to fool people like me. No, you're the fool for believing Jaguar Wright. If so, let me ask you a question. If you're a Jaguar Wright fan, why didn't Jaguar put that in her book? In 2017, Jaguar came out with a book. She didn't put nothing in her book about anything that happened with Jay-Z. She said Jay-Z was the perfect gentleman. Hmm? I want you to think about what you're saying. If black people still believed, listen to what you're saying, right? Jaguar Wright is the problem. Jaguar Wright is the problem. And you're responding out of feelings and emotions. But logically, what you're saying make no sense. You telling me not to believe Jay-Z, the billionaire, but believe the person who smoked their son's ashes. You want me to believe the person who smoked their own son's ashes. You know how people say, "Oh, we smoking our ops. We smoking our with this Tunchi. We smoking our ops." Jaguar smoked her own son's ashes, and that's the person you want us to believe in the black community. Are you serious, Maggie? What's going on with you? I'm gonna drop the link for if anybody want to come up and join the panel. And then you keep on trying to make it seem like, oh, we don't got to worry about white people. No, we got to worry about right and wrong people. Y'all keep bringing this color thing into it, like white is right, black is wrong, or whatever y'all keep on trying to make up, right? But really, this is about right people and wrong people. This ain't about color. This is about right people and wrong people, right? Ain't no is no feelings and emotions that's going to make us say, oh, Jaguar's right. We watched how she act. We know she came out the insane asylum, right? So y'all want us to, as black people, this is how redundant this shit is, right? Y'all want us to believe the mental patient that came out of the insane asylums, right? Think about that. You can sit there and repeat a lie until you're blue in the face. It doesn't make it true. You can sit there and keep on saying Jaguar is right. Jaguar is right. You can keep on saying that, but it doesn't make it true. It does not make it true. Okay. So you can keep on repeating that until you're blue in the face, and it does not make it true. Maggie, what?
Hello.
Hey, how are you today?
I'm good. You?
Great.
I heard someone trying to defend Jag, and that was weird as fuck to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there, think about this. This is how you know, like, certain people are forever lost, right?
Yep.
Because of people disdainment for certain celebrities or men or black men, right? They are
Hmm.
willing to believe Jaguar based on their feelings and emotions because their idea towards a black man is to always tear the black man down. Think about it. You put black people against black people,
Yep.
right? And then you in the middle of all of that, you sit there and make it seem like our bigger problem is the government, but
Mm-hmm.
really the disinformation that she's putting out there is to help those that are taking advantage of us, right? I want you
Who
guys
is
to
setting her up to go like to make black people fight against each other?
it doesn't you said who is?
Yeah, who is?
To me personally, I think it runs as high as, the Republican Party.
Mm.
If not, here in America, I'm gonna say it runs as high as the Republican Party because, and even in Jay Z's freestyle, he states that you know it is the Republican Party that is attacking him. he's mentioning all these people, right? But he said, I know who's really behind all of this. It goes higher up in the government, right?
Okay.
So,
That makes sense though.
but and they show it. Like if we go watch
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump right now, Donald Trump was speaking against woke society. He was
Yeah.
speaking against the woke Democratic Party, right? So his fight was against woke society. During the time of the pandemic, they said the pandemic was not the problem. You know what they said the problem was? All the conspiracy theories that's going on TikTok. That's when America tried to ban TikTok, when they said the conspiracy theories conversations that's going on TikTok was the problem. So they stopped
So
focusing on,
the sickness that was unaliving a bunch of people is not the problem. Conspiracy is the problem.
because according to Dr. Fauci, the goal
Mm-hmm.
was to eliminate or bring the population down, right? Remember, they were slipping up during some of these speeches when they were talking about the pandemic. They said that there was a social experiment, and they said, hopefully, by the end of this, we can bring the population down.
What the?
If you look at Georgia Guidestones said that in the time of the Aquarius sky, or when the 13th lunar cycle is over, we were supposed to reduce the population by 95%.
What the?
And, and that was written by the same person who wrote the book on Christianity. That they said in the time
Mhm.
of the Aquarius sky, the 13th lunar cycle, we were supposed to reduce the population by 95%, and then they came out with the pandemic.
So allegedly, of course, to protect your
Allegedly.
channel. Yeah, exactly. So allegedly, we shouldn't even be talking because you know what they're gonna do to your channel.
Right.
When
But
you talk about pandemic, like they are really, really hard on that. And you like, I don't want you to have any problem.
nah, I'm pointing it out, right? I want to
Okay,
point this
perfect.
out because here's the problem with this, right?
Hmm.
We as a collective, right? This is the age of information, but they're trying
Yes.
to make it the age of disinformation, right?
Yes.
So when you have to remember, we are a collective society that is based off of the grapevine, if you would
Hmm.
say, right? So it's word of mouth, people passing stories, so on and so forth. Water cooler talk, as they say in corporate America, right?
Hmm.
Um, Here in America, it's like there's an energy here.
Okay.
And the manipulation of that energy comes from manipulating the people that is on that continent. So, in the minds of the people, we are being put into confusion and conflict because of their operation. It's like they want to keep us confused, fighting each other, so we won't see what the real fight is.
Absolutely.
And a lot of our own people have signed up for it.
Hmm. Like we just need to look at who Jag is allegedly, supposedly, maybe associated with and the troll farm. Like if we look at it, it's like Tasha K. Tasha K is linked to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is now doing a lot of things for the
Mega.
Republican. Exactly. And it's not like Tasha K has ever denounced Nicki Minaj. And then she's connected to Sean Atwood. Sean Atwood, the only person he doesn't talk about with the Epstein is Trump. So there is like
And
a
Trump
whole.
names appears in the Epstein files more than anybody else's name in the Epstein files.
Exactly. So it's really weird that he's not talking about Trump, but he will talk about everyone.
Everyone that is Democrat.
Yes, he will.
And then think about it. Trump announced that he was going to be working with the UK for the social media word thing, like basically like to put a to stop freedom of speech. because over in the UK they don't have freedom of speech. But he said he was going to be working with the UK in order to stop the Freedom of Speech Act. And if you look at the way things are going, they are putting it in play where you can't just say anything about, the government, so on and so forth, via social media, allegedly, right? So all of this is a war on words. They don't want us to have that freedom of speech. They don't want us to be able to speak about certain things, so on and so forth. Why do you think Trump went to the Black Museum and said, we're changing up the Black Museum? Because when the white people go into the Black Museum, they come out feeling depressed and sad because all the things that the Black Museum is showing that the white people did to them. So he said, we're going to change this up and make this
That's
better.
fucked up. But I have one thing to say about the war on words. This is not a Republican and Democrat issue. This is all of them. When I was looking into Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, it was incredible how their whole organization was about restricting freedom of speech. But it was hidden behind tons and tons of paper. And I've read them all because I'm crazy. So I wasn't on hyper focus on them. So I feel like they are all fighting to see who will control the speech.
Absolutely. And this is the tale of two coins, right? This two-headed coin. Both of these parties make it seem like they're against each other, but they're actually working with each other.
Yes. Or they're trying to fight as to, like, they both have the same agenda, which is restricting us, but restricting in what sense? In a more woke sense or in a more Republican sense? It's just like they're trying to win, but they both don't want the best for us. They both don't give a damn about us.
Right. Neither party cares about us. It's more so just on who can control us. They're fighting for the control of mankind. They're not fighting for us.
No.
They're fighting for the control of us.
Yes, they are. Like, that's what made me go against let's call it the Democrat Party, because I'm Canadian, so that's not, but
Right.
the left, I was extremely left leaning. But then I saw that they were trying to restrict the freedom of speech, and I got a big problem with that. And then after now, I'm seeing that the Republican or the right that was always talking about how people were snowflake, we need to be able to talk about our things. Now they're even more snowflake than the snowflake that they were crying about. So I'm like, okay, so you both want to control our word. You just want it to be on your side. So you both shit.
And they're telling us to pick the lesser of the two evils.
Exactly, because we cannot have someone fighting for us. We just need to take the least of both evil. I'm like, no, fuck both of your evil.
That's why I say, like, this whole unity thing is so much more important, because they keep going with the same, divide and conquer type concept, right? Divide and conquer, divide and conquer. So now you see this divide and conquer method. But
Yep.
the problem with the divide and conquer method is there's no point in unity in this. If we really think about this, if we fight, right? I want you guys to really think about this. Now, I'm not saying people don't have their fight, people don't have their battles, but I want you guys to think about this. The same thing that they're fighting and trying to get you to fight is the same thing that they shunned Adolf for.
That's so true. Allegedly.
Think about that. They want you to be against a whole, like, think about that. They want black people to be against a whole group of white people, eliminate a whole group of people, right? And that's going to solve the problem. How? That's going to create a new problem, because once they push a certain color out, what are they going to do next? It's going to be another color that they push out. If that don't solve the problem, let's say, allegedly, let's say we eliminated all of the white people, right? And the problem's still not solved. What do you think they're going to say after that? Well,
It's gonna be another person.
exactly. Now we need to get rid of the light-skinned people or the mixed people.
Yes.
It's only a matter of time before it's us that they're getting rid of. The brown skin, like.
In reality, they refuse to let us know that the real problem is class. They're talking shit about color, white, black. I'm like a poor white man, and like I have more privilege than him, but I don't have more privilege in the sense of like if I meet a white man that is in the same tax bracket as mine, then he has more privilege. But it's
Right.
like, no, the reality of it is that the first thing that we need to destroy is class. The people who control 1% of all the money in the world, all the resources in the world, they are the
Well,
problem.
that's why equality can never exist, because it would take
Mm-hmm.
away their classification system of rich, middle class, and then poor. See, each of
Exactly.
these classes of classification comes with jobs, right? So, like the rich, they have the jobs that they have within that rich bracket, and then the middle class have the jobs that they have in that middle class bracket, and then the lower class get whatever crumbs, scraps is left,
Exactly.
fast food, working in the gutter, working with shit, so on and so forth, right? So
Exactly.
if they change that to equality, then that's saying that all of us should qualify for a higher job, and so on
Mm-hmm.
and so forth. So they can't do that just yet unless they find somebody to replace that lower bracket. So even though people are against AI, right? AI going into like restaurants or some grocery stores, it's going to push you into a higher classification bracket if the AI takes that lower class job description. Do you get what I'm saying?
Depend on the person.
Depending
If
on the
the
person.
Yeah, because I'm like, if the person that owned the restaurant, if they can maximize a lot of logistic with AI, then they will make more money, which is already like someone that should be middle class. But the person that's lower class, the person that's I don't know how to say it in English, like the bottom of it,
Poverty.
poverty. Yeah, basically, yeah, poverty. Okay, they don't have the opportunity most of the time to go to school. And the only way for someone to have any type of mobility is to go to school. Because a bunch of jobs that sincerely 20 years ago didn't need any diploma, now you need to have a fucking master for it.
Right.
So I'm like, the poor will stay poor. There is one class that will have an opportunity to fight for the Hunger Game of getting the most out of the situation. And then the 1% just stay absolutely the same because they are making us fight for the scrap.
Right. And the idea is to make us think that we're winning. All right, think about it like this. We fight
Mhm,
for minimum
mhm.
wage to go up, right? And then minimum wage goes up, right? But what you don't notice is when minimum wage go up, all the prices in the store goes up.
Exactly.
This
Because
is
since they need to recoup their money. Like they're the people who are making, let's say, the shoes. You make the shoes, you have to pay more, then automatically the shoes price is gonna be more. And the customer don't have a fucking choice.
right. It's part of the banking system is
Yes.
to put you in debt. It's like,
Yes.
and this goes back to the biblical text. If you go back to Joseph when he was in, prison, and he told he told the pharaohs at the time, he said, look, you're going to have 7 years of good season and then 7 years of bad crop, right? So he told them in the time of the good crop season, right, save up all of the crops that you can, get as much tax from the people as you can. And then in the time of the bad season, the people will need to come borrow from you. That
Yeah.
system still exists today, right? To
That
where as
system is
though
well living today. We literally take all whole classes on how to exploit that system.
exactly.
Yes.
And that's why I say, like, unless we start just caring and doing better for each other, the system will remain the system because it's a system that works for them, right? The system works for them. So therefore the system
And
will
I'm
remain.
so sorry. I don't know if you saw Ferisi comment saying that class is fiction. Class is absolutely real. I'm so sorry. Class
No,
is real.
I seen that. I overlooked it.
I'm like, class is real, guys. Like, class is a thing, absolutely. And I love
They
you, but
listen,
class is a
even
thing.
I want them to think about this. If class was not real, when you go to school, they wouldn't have you take an evaluation test to see what class to put you in. They would just put
Mhm.
you in the class with everybody else. There's a reason why you have to take the evaluation test so they can see what class to put you in, whether it be remedial classes or regular classes. This classification system goes all the way down to our lowest idea of
Mhm.
classification.
No, it's insane. They want to know if you, because we're all here, 99% of us, we're all fighting in that myth that is class, just to get a little more of that 1% that is left. But let's be clear, the 99% are with them. Like, they don't
And
give a damn about us. They're just letting us fight for the 1% that is left.
for the crumbs, it's the same thing that the gangs are basing their rules off of, right? And I want to explain this. Like when a gang is in the system behind prison walls, right? Every gang gets a percentage, right? If you're under five points, which is bloods, right? Then you get 30% of the compound. If you're under the 6 point, which is like the Crips and you get 30%. If you're under Aryan, you get, 30%. And then the 10% is left for the civilians in the facility. That's the same thing in our society. The Democrats
They
get a
don't even
certain
leave us.
percentage, the
They don't even
Republicans,
leave us like they don't even leave us 10%. That would be so nice of them.
they don't even leave us 10%. Now they want the 10% that's supposed to be entitled to the, to the
To us.
yeah. Now they want that. They done got so greedy, they're not
Mm-hmm.
satisfied with the percentage that they have. Now they're looking at our plate because they done ate all the stuff off of their plate. Now they're looking at our plate trying to think, how did we ration this 10%? How do you still have food on your plate? If my portion is
Exactly.
bigger than your portion, how you still got food on your plate? Now they want the food off of
Exactly.
your plate.
Exactly. Why is
It's
the
like,
cost of life getting higher when 99% of all money, we know exactly where it is? Why are we the one that have to pay?
I always question, how do we face government shutdown if the government is the ones making the money? If you're creating the currency that moves through our system, how the hell is y'all shutting down? Can't y'all just create money? And why do we burn circulated money? Why do they burn a certain? Because they're only keeping a certain percent of currency out there in the public. So anytime
But
that
that's
number
good. But
goes
that's good.
over,
But that's good because that help with the value of your money. No, the question is, The money that is not being burned, that is dying and like bounds or, how do you say that in English? Action, stocks and all of that from the rich people that are just getting richer with the interest that they're giving us. Why is
Right.
that money not being used for all of that they're asking us? Why is it always us that have to pay for that? Because you don't want to be in inflation.
Right.
Too much money circulating, inflation. Like it's about the power of your money. The less of your money is out. Why you think, in China, the president of China or the king of China, I don't know exactly. He was not putting out a lot of his money. Like all the time he would pay with our money because he doesn't want the money to be too powerful.
Right. I think I get what you're trying to say about the classification system based off of the idea of titles, right? These titles don't really exist. It only exists because it's in our mind, right? So, it's the same thing. You can argue that same point with, color, right? You can say that
Yes.
color really doesn't exist, but because we were taught to think that color exists, right? So I think I get what you're saying with the whole classification system thing not being or being fiction. When you say the classification system is fiction, I think I get what you're saying, but you would have to, you know, because I kind of get what he's saying about it being fiction, and that's a fragment of our imagination. So the system exists because
To
the
keep us in
collective,
place.
well, because we think it exists, right? So even if you
Yeah.
go by biblical text, so man thinketh, so shall it be. So
Mm-hmm.
because the collective think that this bracket of systems exists, it exists. You can't, unless we all change our mind collectively to do away with that system will exist.
Mm.
It's like, unless I change my view on white people, I will always think about white people uh how my parents told me to think about them, right?
Okay.
Unless I go and experience it for myself, my thinking process will always be linked towards what people previous of me have taught me about a certain group of people,
But
you know?
okay. It's good to be illuminated for yourself, but you have to be unfortunately aware of how the world works because the world is not going to forget.
Right. Right. You can personally forget, but the world is going to remind you that that system exists.
Exactly.
Right.
They will remind you every day, every minute.
So that's why I said, unless we all change it collectively, it's going to exist, because this is why even right now, people say, like, back in my day, we had to do this, we had to do that. Yeah, but we're not back in your day. We're not back in the day where technology didn't exist. We're not back in the day where we are, like, literally, if we think about it, back in the day, you had to go to the library to learn something. Now you have it right here.
But people don't want to learn. Most of the time, it's the people's fault. Like for me, let's say when we talk about changing the thing, changing the world, I think in my head, okay, but if we cannot change the fucking black tea sector, how the fuck are we supposed to change the world? Like, I'm sorry. I will always start small. I'm like with the manga and the Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball and thing. I'm trying to defeat first Piccolo or, whatever kind of hero. I'm not trying to go with Boo yet.
You got to build up to get the Super Saiyan 4.
Exactly. Okay. So I'm like, yo, I'm just Goku now, right now. Okay. So I'm like, if we cannot make the black tea sector better, which means getting the F out with Danny and all of those weirdos that are trying to control it, because the black tea sector is just a micro, like smaller version of the world outside.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, listen, if we can do something about the black tea sector, I will allow myself to have some hope. with this world.
Yeah. I in my mind, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
looking at this and it's just like, wow. Like, how did we get to this point? And I understand how we got there because the way this world is, it's like the powerful takes advantage of the weak or the less fortunate, right?
Yep.
So right now we're stuck in a system that someone has created that is
Mm-hmm.
using us, right? If you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
like now I'm not saying like anarchy or anything like that, but um, how this works is based off of, the collective. And someone told, like, think about it, like if you look at animals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, animals need to be controlled, right? If you got sheeps, goats, or whatever, you need to because they don't have that self-discipline. That's what comes with being a human, right? The ability to think, right? So animals might need to be controlled. But if somebody says that the 85% of humans needs to be controlled or governed, right? That's a system that they created. So therefore, once you create a governing system, you have to create a governor of that system.
And who is going to be the governor? That's always how it starts.
That's
Oh, we
always
where I
how it
want to be.
starts.
We want it to be the good person, and then doop, a dictator is born.
Exactly. So and if we have a system, it's just like Obamacare, right? They
Okay.
can't get rid of Obamacare unless they have a system to replace that, right? The same thing that happens right now with this system. We can't get rid of the system unless we have a better system to replace it with. And someone would have to sit down and actually think about some equal form in order to get that system to a level of equality.
Hmm. I
But it'll
understand what
never
you mean.
happen. It'll never happen because think about it. If a poor person writes the new system, they're basing it off of their idea of or perspective of what they've been through, and that would be favor and poverty, right? And and then if a rich person created a system, a rich person will create it based off of benefiting the rich, and that's where you have the Democratic Party and the Republican Party at.
Mm-hmm.
The Republican parties
And
favor the rich people.
I would be a terrible governor. I don't know about you. Would you want to be a governor?
Um, we are all governors of our own mind. So we are all
Okay,
already
fine. That's
governors
good.
because you have to govern your body. You have to govern,
Yeah.
so technically you're a governor already just of your own vessel or your own body.
Mm-hmm.
But with the system that's created right now, no, no, because
Mm-hmm.
uh it's the same thing you see in a household. The same thing you see. Like, think about it. If we bought a car, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Maggie, and you said, I don't care, you go ahead and pick the car, right?
Yeah.
And then I picked the car, right? And you like the car, right? And the car is running good, the car is great, right? You're gonna say, man, I'm glad we picked this car, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't like the car and the car is shitty and the car messes up, what are you going to say? You picked it.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
So basically, if the system works, you
Mm-hmm.
still won't get credit for it. But if the system fails, they'll give you all the credit for a failed system.
Yeah. Yes. Being a governor is a thankless job.
So look, I say we start a trading card game over here in the black tea sector, right?
Yes.
And that trading card game should look something like this, right?
Oh my God. It's so nice, Rolf.
Listen. This trading card game is going to be so fun because if you end up with a pack, right, a pack of trading cards, right, basically you're going to put a player against a player. Like let's take Wolf Cushy for example, right? You have Wolf Cushy, and his attributes is invisibility. One of his top saying is um I heard
Exactly.
or you never seen me
Um,
coming. Like
um,
right. These are his, these are his abilities, you know what I
God.
mean? So his defense system is 30, his influence is 10, his luck is -1 because he went from, the wife that he had to a Jaguar, right? He has to have no luck at all. His intelligence is 30, his strength is 30, um, his charisma is 10, and he's a water type. But he's
That's
in
a
the
lot.
class of trolls. His classification is trolls, so on and so forth, right? Let's take a look at let's take a look at a different person. Um Danny Robertson. All right.
Oh, the devil.
Defense. You say what?
The devil. Really nice picture. Really cool card.
Well,
Maji
because
approves.
nobody knows what she looks like.
Yo,
I
Maji
can't give you a
approves of the
picture of this
design.
person because I
Maji
don't know what she
approves.
looks like.
Maji
So it
approves.
right. So these are her. She's a strategist type, classification entrepreneur, because ain't no telling how many accounts she got on here or how many people she controls on
Man.
here. This is her defense is 100 because she technically don't defend herself. A bunch of other people defend her or create a defensive system for her. Charisma 99, gave her charisma. Strength about 60, 50% strength. I think she's weak, but give her 50%. Influence, he has 90% influence over here in this sector, right? I think that's funny. Who else? This one you're gonna like.
Wait, 90% only?
For influence,
95.
I couldn't give her
Not
um
100% because we are really annoying her, which is awesome.
I gave her 99 on charisma. I just
She
took
has
away
no
the
charisma.
no charisma.
No.
All right, I
Like,
might have to go change that. I might have to go adjust
okay,
some
like
of the
I need to understand. I don't know what people see in her. Maybe she has a lot of charisma and I just don't see it. Like there are people that I see people following, but I don't know why.
See, look, even Drop the T says 96 because she brainwashes people. That's why I'm saying the influence
Exactly.
have to be above 90 because she brainwashes people. You know
No,
what I
that's
mean? So,
some creepy shit, man. That's why I'm like, influence, you need to give her, like, if it's 90% or 100%, give her the 100 because, like, she got it. She knows how to brainwash people,
yeah, you're right.
except us.
I'll change a little bit. That's why I gave her 90% because some of us ain't falling for it. Like
No,
me,
we are
I'm not
not.
falling for it. You're not falling for it. So that takes away from the influential percentage because we're not falling for it. That's why I did 90%. But
You need, you
96,
need, you need a 95. Like, you need a 5.
95.
Yeah,
All right, we'll go change that a little bit. All right,
exactly.
let's look at no nuts.
You're so mean.
Now look, his special ability is mental vacuum, right? Creating confusion, chaos, reduces opponents' intelligence and defense for 1 turn. Think about that. Imagine this being a game and you play this card, right? This will lower your intelligence and your
Oh my
defense
God.
for 1 turn, right? Um Speaks loudly, says nothing, still gets attention. Threat level, I might want to make his threat level higher than what it is because
Mhm.
of I'm probably gonna put his threat level higher because of the way he attacks people. But his
How long?
weakness,
What
look
did
at
you
his
make?
weakness. His weakness is facts and receipts.
Listen.
Listen, this is gonna be fun.
Listen,
This is gonna be
listen,
fun.
listen, listen. I cannot say no. Okay, the man be lying. So
Yeah.
I will
So
never forget the fucking text that he showed between him and 82. That was funny.
right. Listen, I think this is going to be fun. And anyone that wants to participate in this, please let's compare, come out with your own cards and base it off of this idea, but come out with your own. Let's compare. Let's, what I'm saying? I want to see how different my,
Are we gonna be
card.
Pokemon too?
Yeah, I wanted to do the Pokemon look, but then,
No, like us, you, me too. Like, are we gonna be Pokemon too?
oh yeah, hold on. I did myself. Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh my god.
But I'll show you. I'll show you.
Because I do believe we need to be Pokemons.
Now, okay.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm sorry.
I couldn't think less of myself. I had to put
Oh my
myself on
god!
I will never
I'm
think
dead.
less of myself. I would never
wow.
ever think less of myself. Do you hear me?
Oh my god!
I
Oh my
won't do
god!
it.
Oh
I
my god! No
refuse.
comment. No comment. You just
So
killed me.
I want everybody to make these type of cards. I want everybody to do it. Like if you want, just do it. It's something fun. It's something different, right? Go make you a card like this for the people that's in this sector. Whoever you think. I don't know all the names that's in this sector because new people are coming in and out. But I think
yes,
this will
I'm
be
gonna do my
fun.
card.
I think this would be something different. I want to see what Magic pack of cards look like. I want to see what Drop the T pack of cards look like. I want to see what, whoever participates in this. I'm going to drop the Discord link.
Your
Well,
card is not gonna be like that.
I know. I expect y'all to be, a little bit more realistic about me. I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to look at myself, I'm going to look at myself as the greatest. I always say one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. So why would I look at myself less if I'm telling everybody else the image of their self should be greater than reality? I'm going to put myself on that motherfucker pedestal. They putting themselves on these pedestals.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
think it's weird. Me, I'm someone that tries to be really neutral.
Okay.
You know me, but I do have an inflated sense of self with my brain.
We're just gonna make it a trading card type of game.
Like I would put like 100% smartness with me, while having fallen in love with a homeless man and believing Jaguar Wright. I'ma still put myself at 100%.
I know that's right. I mean, your defense system might have been down, but I think this. I want to see golden. I want to see you do the same thing. I want to see the golden pack. I want to see the drop the T pack. Everybody just go make a pack of cards for the and let's compare. Let's just have fun with this. We don't have to fight this the same way they want us to fight this with anger, fury, rage, or whatever. Oh, I got to make a Lady T card. I forgot.
Oh hell yes!
There's so many more cards that can be made. I just thought of this yesterday or something like that. So I just came up with some exemplatories of it. You know what I mean? But it should be fun. I think it's going to be fun. I like the idea of it.
I love the idea of it. And then we can just try to fight each other. And we need to create like a board game or something.
Create a board for it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like really do like Yu-Gi-Oh, like the heart of the card. And then fuck
like a shuffle deck.
Yeah. And if we have Danny, we need to put 0 at heart because she has no heart.
Well, you're gonna have to put some type of strong cards in there. I mean, some of them is gonna have to have some.
No, that is a strong card. Like I would put darkness at 100% with no problem.
And then we don't have to really hurt each other. Thank you. You see the point in the whole card game thing.
Exactly.
Like, it's not going to be like Pikachu, I choose you, but at least you can get a idea. Like I think this format on the knot. Okay, so I need to add more to this. But this one right here, attributes, fury, all bark, 0 brains. No facts, no filters, no nuts.
He has a brain.
But I just think this format is good.
This format
Speaks
is really
loudly,
nice.
speaks
He has a
loudly, says
brand.
nothing, still gets attention. I think this format is good. We have to put the weakness on there, facts and then
Weakness, ego,
yeah.
fickleness.
And
He
I just
is
want to see,
smart.
like, I want to see how the rest of you guys, categorize your card or put, but this is an idea of how to format it. I want to see what you guys come up with. I want to see your layout on this. I just think this is a better idea. I think it's fun.
Yes, it is. Like that, we can really play Pikachu. I choose.
I think it'd be fun, like, because
Depending on which task I'm gonna like. Oh my god! Unfortunately, we don't have. If you want talking in circle, you put 100 on Golden. Golden, you are awesome. I saw you with Lady Latisha.
special ability circle talk.
Oh my god! Golden made Lady Latisha question her own reality, and that was beautiful. And that's when I knew, yeah, that's my cousin. Yo, Lady Latisha's brain just coursed. Oh, we need to do Lady Latisha.
You got yours? You got yours, Golden? All right. So this is an example. I'm
There
going
you
to
go.
work on more cards. I need all of y'all guys. Like, if you want, you can join the Discord. That way we can get an idea of who's a part of the game. Not you, Maggie. I know you're not going to join Discord.
Yes, thank
But at
you.
least we can get an idea of who's a part of the game or wants to be a part of the game. You know what I mean? But if
Yes.
not, just make your cards. We'll do it on YouTube. Make your cards, so on and so forth. We'll put card against card, and the comment section gets to decide which card wins in that match. You know what I mean? Like, basically, you pick a card, I pick a card, almost like, I declare war. You don't know what character I'm about to throw out there. I don't know what character you're about to throw out there. It's just 1, 2, 3, and we throw a card up, and then you get what I'm saying?
Of course, you said the number I cannot say, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you can put Maggie as a special weakness H.
Words with the letter H is her weakness.
No letter H for Maggie. Thank you so much.
And then, like,
cleaning her kitchen.
After we do this, then we're going to come out with the team cards. And the team cards will be like, the 3-headed, like, so you'll put like Danny Robinson, OKP, and Sean David Way on the same card as like that's a super card, that's a power card or whatever. Or you'll put Jaguar and Odell on the same card. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's their special ability team. So we're gonna do it.
Okay, like a special, like, teaming up, like everyone teaming up. So we put like all the special friends together.
Yeah. So like they'll be on one card together.
Yeah.
Then whoever else you see as duos or trios, they'll be on cards together, and so on and so forth. So we can go in a multitude of directions with this, and I think it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun.
There you go.
Team Rocket blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Oh my god.
That's right.
I know that one in French. Team Rocket, plus rapide que la lumière. Rendez-vous, ce sera la guerre. Oui, la guerre.
You watched Pokemon in French? Well, never mind.
Of course I did. I speak French. I watched everything in French.
Sailor Moon.
Yes.
I'm telling you, this is going to be so fun. It's just another way to bring creativity back to the sector, give the creative minds back to the individual, and also more people can participate. And I was going to do like a Snoopy card with like a green clover and all types of stuff, you know what I mean? And then
oh my god, I just thought of, for me and Lady T, a special weakness, homeless men.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo, Ralph, I can make fun of myself so much those people don't understand.
Somebody said, Maggie, what's your special ability?
Research,
Ah, that's a good
hyper
one.
focus.
That's a good one.
You know I'm crazy. Being crazy.
Um, like I said, I think this is a great idea. I want as many people to participate as possible. I want to see, like, you know what I mean? Like different packs, different, like, and then we can trade, you know what I mean? We could trade different cards, like, so on and so forth. So I think it's going to
Yes.
be great. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's a different way of approaching this without all of this extra stuff that they doing, without wishing unaliving on people, trying
Yes.
to get people incarcerated and all of this other weird shit that they're doing over here. We have to be the ones that change this into making it entertainment again. uh we have to bring that life back to the black tea sector, and we done this last year and we
Mm-hmm.
livened it back up, and then everybody wanted to be a part of it again, right? But you seen
Mm-hmm.
everybody else left this sector. They left this sector. They always trying to go to the boxing sector. When that lady passed, they were like, even Jaguar was trying to go to the what you call them sector, Christian Rock sector. Everybody else abandoned this
Oh.
sector, and then soon as this sector starts popping again, now they want to come back and lay claim to it. You know,
Mm.
so now that the sector is jumping again, now they want to, come back and lay claim to it. But they didn't really have nothing to do with the sector getting back jumping again. Remember when we came in December of 2024, and that goes with Lady T too. We
Yes.
we brought the life back to this sector. Even
She certainly did.
Trevor Green with the cartoons, so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
He brought life back to this sector. But we brought the fun back to this sector that gave people the ideas to do that. When we came over here, we started talking about different things we could do for this sector, and people from this sector started taking it and picking it up. No one would have came out with a Maggie lookalike if it wasn't for us. We gave the idea, and then somebody else ran with it. The cartoons, all of that, we spoke about that over here, and then somebody wanted to create it. And I'm glad, because that's what it's supposed to do. My level of intellect is supposed to, if I'm not sparking creativity in somebody else, we're failing each other. The idea of this is not to tear each other down, but build each other up. And they don't see that. Yes, we're doing the controversial thing. Yes, we're still, but let's make it fun to where as though when someone gets off of here, they're not feeling fucked up about their life. You know what I mean?
Amen to that.
Yeah, we started story time too.
Oh.
But we have to
Yeah,
make it
no, they
so
will
people
never give
don't.
you credit. They will never give credit if you're not part of the big three.
Yeah, you have to be a part of, but shout out to Trevor Green. Y'all make sure y'all go keep on supporting Trevor Green. I think he's going to go a long way with the cartoon thing. And I think, I'm a speaking into existence. I feel like he's going to get, a network to pick up that whole cartoon thing. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
can see that cartoon. I can see a series of that, playing. I can see it. They might not be able to see it yet, but I can see it. People are more interesting in that. And then I,
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do like a whole newsroom, like an AI newsroom where we have a, AI, like basically a cartoon, but basically we're just giving the news of what's going on. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, just different ideas like that. But tearing somebody down, trying to get somebody incarcerated, trying to put people in jail, that's the most deplorable thing, because these same people say they wouldn't wish that on their own enemy, but here they are trying to get people locked up, trying to call the police on each other, all for content, all for content. And that's the worst thing you can do, knowing the society that we live in, so on and so forth. And you have these people that's actually trying to bring charges. Like, I came over here, I said Jaguar stole my bike 30 something years ago. These motherfuckers try to put CP charges on me and all types of weird shit. Like, what the hell? Stealing a bike 30 years ago is not the same as you trying to make it seem like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. So I think we need
But
to
why
just,
did you even come with that story?
because she stole my bike 30 years ago. It's not my fault that I remember her stealing my bike 30 years ago.
Wait, like, is that a real story?
Yes. Why do you think Jaguar Wright
Ooh.
knows Pollock Town, New Jersey so much? Why do you think she knows Camden, New Jersey so much? She was in Camden, New Jersey. She's not from Philly. She's from Violin. She's from New Jersey. I keep on trying to tell y'all this, that Jaguar is not from Philly. She visit her family in Philly. I can show you my Facebook right now where my dad's side of the family, literally some people on my dad's side of the family, is friends with Jaguar Wright on Facebook.
Oh my God.
I can show you that we have mutuals in New Jersey.
This is the plot
Why do
twist
you
of
think
the
Courtney
day today.
Burgess? Why do you think Courtney Burgess gave a shout out to people that was in New Jersey when he was talking about real friends and Jaguar Wright? He was giving shout outs to people that they knew, both knew, in New Jersey. You never really hear Jaguar talk about the streets of Philly, but she can describe Jersey and how to get on the speed line from Lindenwall to Camden. But if you're coming from Philly, you're getting on the speed line from Philly and coming over to Camden. But she's describing how to get from further South Jersey to Camden, New Jersey. She didn't say she get on a speed line in New Jersey and go through the mall and so on and so forth to get to. No, she's explaining South Jersey more than she explains Philadelphia. Now, explain to me how somebody say they from Philly but know more about South Jersey.
So you know what?
She,
Okay, so it was true. I thought it was a joke, but it's true. Okay, cool. I believe you.
no, it's only a joke because of the fact that who waits 30 years to say somebody stole their bike? That was the joke. That the joke was the fact that it's 30 years later and it seems like that still affects me, right? Because that's what the pettiness of it was, right? I was being petty,
Okay.
right? To say, I remember you stealing my bike 30 years ago, right? And then Jaguar tells on herself because she says she stopped stealing bikes, right? Listen to this. She said she stopped stealing bikes at the age of 16. When
She never
Jaguar
denied it for
when
real.
Jaguar was 16, guess how old I was?
How
I
old
was
were you?
10.
Oh my God.
She stole my bike.
Oh
Listen
my
to me.
God.
My birthday is April 20th, right?
Yes.
Her birthday is May 15th, something like that. So in April, when she stole my bike, she was 16. She turned 17 the next month when she says she got a car.
The bitch really stole your bike, man.
She literally does a live where she tells you how she got to the location of where my bike was stolen at. Think about that. She said I would have to get on the speed line. She said I would have to get on the speed line, get off at Ferry Avenue, because if you go past Ferry Avenue, you'll end up downtown and you'll end up past Pollock Town, right? So she said she had to get off at Ferry Avenue and then walk to Pollock Town to Morton Avenue where my grandma was at to steal my bike. How the fuck do you know the route that you have to take to steal my bike?
My mouth is open out of shock, so I have nothing to contribute now.
Now I want you to think about this. If it was not true, why she respond to it? Why, as soon as I came over to this YouTube sector, She was like, oh, somebody's streaming my live on TikTok. Atlas is streaming my live on TikTok, so on and so forth. Why the fuck y'all think she responded to me so quick when I came over to this sector?
Wow.
I created the account December 2024. She responded to me by January.
The woman is too stunned to speak.
And then she blamed it on the puppet. The puppet, which is a alternative ego of her, like the puppet. She said the puppet stole my bike. The puppet is you. It's one of your personas. It's one of your split fucking personalities. The puppet is you.
Wow. I am too stunned to speak.
Why do you think when you go back and you look at when you go back, I want you to go back and look at three things. One, when I came up with the bike thing, right? When I came over here with the bike thing, Whack 100, when he got into it with Adam 22, he mentioned a Huffy bike. Whack 100 said that Adam 22 looked like a Huffy bike rider. The same type of bike I was saying Jaguar Wright stole, right? And then not only that,
what does Whack 100 have to do with this?
The thing, what I'm saying is this, right? When I talked about the bike thing, more people was watching me than what they want to say, right? That's why it came out of Whack 100 mouth, because more people was paying attention to me than they want to lead on, right? So Whack 100 mentioned about a Huffy bike. Cuber Gooding, not Cuber Gooding Jr., the other one, Omar Gooding. Gooding mentioned about stealing bikes when he was on the blue couch, when he said a grown man stole my bike and I told my brother and he chased him down the street.
So she was just going around talking about stealing bike, making fun of you?
She knows back in the day,
this bitch is so unserious.
People would like go around on bikes to steal bikes from the next town over. Or back in the day, bikes was big back in the day. Huffy bikes, Red Lines, Mongoose, all of those type of bikes. That was big in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Stealing somebody's bike was equal to stealing a car back in the day. You know what I mean? There was a bunch of bike thieves. New Jersey is infamous for it. That's why we had New Jersey Drive, where we were stealing cars and stuff, because back in the day, it was cool. You steal somebody's bike, you spray paint that shit, and now it's your bike. Back in the day, people stole bikes in the 90s.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know this, because I don't even know how to be on a bike.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like the bike thing is big in America because we all roll bikes. People used to steal bikes in the cities, you steal bikes, you know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So back in the 90s, everybody knew how important bikes was back in the 90s. That's why they re-mentioned it, because they all know, like, damn, you know, yeah, bikes was that shit back in the day. Like we did. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Jaguar responded to it. Why do you think she responded to it? Because she knows she stole my fucking bike. The fact that I can remember that she stole my bike 30 years ago, that's the only thing she's mad about, is the fact that this motherfucker remembers me stealing his bike 30 years ago.
This is some insane. This is insane.
It was 1995. I never forget it. That shit changed everything. I ended up in foster care and more shit. It changed everything. Everything.
What the fuck?
For real. Remember, we used to take the Hug juices and we used to stick them in the back of the tires so it can make the sound of like a bike, like a motorcycle or something. We take a can and put it in your spokes. And
you have a really good memory.
Jaguar knows she stole my bike. That's why.
Yeah, she knows. Now I understand. That's why I'm laughing, because I'm just like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot.
If I don't want to show people it, but if I show you like my Facebook, you'll get a better idea of just how close me and Jaguar are. My family is from Philly, but my grandma had 15 kids, my mom had 13 kids. Some of them split and stayed in Philly, and then some of them, or North Philly, some of them split and stayed in Philly, and then some of them moved to New Jersey, you know. And then my dad is from Violin in New Jersey, which is the same area that or Voorhees, New Jersey. Jaguar is from Voorhees, New Jersey.
Oh my God.
Voorhees, New Jersey. We used to have something called the Jersey Devil out there. Ask Jaguar about the stories of the Jersey Devil and Pine Hill, New Jersey, Lindenwold, New Jersey. That's Jaguar's stomping grounds. She's just making it seem like I'm from Philly. I'm from Philly. No, you spent majority of your time in New Jersey. You never hear her tell you nothing about Philly. You don't hear her tell you no stories about Philly, none of that shit. But she'll tell you all them stories about New Jersey. Remember, the Campbell Soup Factory. The Campbell Soup Factory was in Camden, New Jersey. This goes all the way back to that Pepsi, or what commercial did Jaguar do? She did I want to say a Pepsi.
I think it was Pepsi.
I want to say it was a Pepsi
Yeah.
commercial. I want to say it was a Pepsi commercial.
Yes, it was a Pepsi commercial. Can you hear me, Ralph?
Yes, I hear you.
It was.
I had a banana seat bike. After
my
Jaguar stole my Huffy, my parents reduced me to a banana seat because they didn't trust me with the expensive bikes after she stole my expensive bike. They gave me a hand-me-down fucking banana seat. Damn seat was this long on that motherfucker.
Oh my God. I don't understand any of those words. But Ralph, I need to go. It was so much fun having fun here, but I need to do something.
All right. You have a great day. Appreciate
You
you for stopping
too.
through.
Bye.
I'll see you later on your live. No, Michael Jackson had the Coca-Cola commercial. Jaguar had the Pepsi commercial. And even still, like, Jaguar never really did that song for Jay-Z. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I got to make the song cry. That was actually she filled in for the person. The person couldn't make it, and she was a fill-in for that person that couldn't make it. She filled in for that person during that performance of Song Cry. She was a fill-in. Jaguar is not on the original song. She just filled in for that set because the band Roots was playing. She just filled in for that set. But let's listen to this real quick. Which one is the better one? Let me just get the 3-minute one. Let's just get this one right here. Yeah, she was a fill-in. She was a backup singer. She wasn't. Yeah. She didn't get no rights, no money for that or nothing. She just filled in for that particular day or set.
If she would have transitioned before I cleared my name, I would have hunted them. Every one of them playing these silly games. That 1-800 ambulance chaser would have wished one came. But 911 is a joke. Public enemy #1, I've been ranked. The rock's not crumbling. The leprechauns have magically run out of pranks.
See, when he said the leprechaun magically ran out of prank, he was talking about Tory Lanez. He was talking about Tory Lanez and the stunts that he was doing while he was locked up, saying that somebody tried to put something in his drink, and that, you know, that Jay-Z, you know, paid these Mexicans to attack him in prison. That's what he was talking about right there. Like each person that he talked about, Drake, Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion, or no, did he talk about Megan? No, not Megan. Nicki Minaj. He talked about them. He talked about like how Nicki Minaj was stuttering on stage or whoever, you know. He broke all of them down. But when he get to Jaguar, the follow-up is talking about the Republicans. Listen to what he says. See, a federal July mumbling something about a drink. Listen.
Having too much of this drink, you know how
See?
dumb that is. Another one fumbled his, wonder how I get the blame. Niggas' teeth is tumbling out their mouth.
When he said teeth tumbling out their mouth, he was talking about Dame Dash. Dame Dash wanted to go talk shit and had a drink, and his teeth came out his mouth. So he was talking about Dame Dash when he was talking about niggas is fumbling, the teeth fumbling out of their mouth. So that's what he was talking about. He was talking about Dame Dash. So he tried to wrap everybody up in one freestyle. You know, that's why he said it's going to cost you a B to say my name, right? Because he's a billionaire, plus he has Beyonce. So he's saying that's two things. That's a double entendre. It'll cost you your woman to say my name, or it'll cost you $1 billion to say my name. Yes. When Dame Dash teeth fell out on live, that's why he's bringing that up. You know, from your teeth falling out of your mouth, because he's wrapping all of them up. Drake, think about it. This is a week after Drake's album dropped. So he's doing this freestyle, and he's talking about Drake, Tory Lanez, all of them. He's talking about everybody.
And somehow I'm the one who done it. It's a murder mystery game. You had to catch Kyle and thunk it.
See?
With you protest, I'm the one who strummed the pain. That hill you can die on. There's way too much flack that comes from those pains. I'm killing them softly. What's understood don't need to be explained. You want it one way, it's the other. I still on you suckers, I'm mauling you niggas, gang. I ain't much for me, it's no how. Cancel the brunches, I remember the hunger pain. The price of the bricks going up. It's gonna cost you a beat to even say my name.
Yeah, this is more like a spoken word, but it's a acapella, so it's kind of like if it had a beat behind it or something like that, then you could be like, okay, but it's more acapella. Now, this is where he makes fun of Nicki's stage performance. When he starts stuttering, right? It's because when Nicki performs, she stutters. Like she's, you know, that's why he put his hand out like that, because that's how she was on the stage. So everything that he's doing is an attack purposely on all of the people that's been attacking him.
You ever heard of a Wonder King? My children and some of them. Have you niggas no shame? Y'all trying to get under skin? I really get under skin. Ask unharmed player.
See? Now, if you go back to Jay-Z or go back to the Nas Ether track, right? Nas on Ether said, and your man stabbed and made you take the blame. You whack running from Kane, and right? So this was going back to that body that one dude got locked up for or whatever. I forget his name. But back in the day, Jay-Z poked somebody up, right? That's why he said, ask He said, I really get under skin. Ask how I'm playing, because was the person that he poked up many, many moons ago, right? Nas mentioned it in the Ether track.
Y'all thugs with y'all thugs again. Everybody think they're the ones insane. You're no maniac. Watch how Saniac in my presence, nigga, shrink. I need a new therapist. This shit is not working. I'm truly on the brink. Y'all better not encourage him. Y'all don't want me to think these thoughts that I think. That nut-ass nigga still stuttering. That chatty patty down on his luck again. Plus introducing me to Jaguar. I don't know why I still fuck with him.
See, everything. Now listen to what he say following this. Listen to what he says following this, right? When he said this one's still stuttering, he was talking about Nicki Minaj. When he said that chatty patty down on his luck again, he was talking about Drake. Then he said Jaguar Wright was introduced to him by Quest, right? And then he say, I know who the and then this is when he brings up the Republicans. Listen.
You wonder why I do the freestyle rehearsals.
He said, now you wonder why I didn't do the freestyle rehearsal. Listen.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with her. Her kid can't even take their kids.
That was a Nicki Minaj. When he did this, that lady can't even pick her kid. He was talking about Nicki. Now watch.
Enough of them.
Now, mind you, Nicki did the MAGA thing for Trump when she went on what's the hell? Turning Point, right? Turning Point. Republican. Listen.
A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the.
Boom. A rapper can't be my op. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the top of the government. That's why he say none of those shots that they were taking came from them. He said those shots came from the top of the government. Listen to what I'm saying. Jaguar Wright said that Jay-Z was a perfect gentleman in her book. But then 2020 comes, and now Jay-Z's this and that and all of this other stuff. Those shots came from Republicans. I got MAGA, right? These people are basically puppets to who's actually attacking him. And he knows. That's why he never really addressed them, because they want you to pay attention to the person that's attacking you and not the person that sent them. But a real person who's read The Art of War, we're going to go to the person that sent you. We want the head of the serpent. We don't want you because you're just going to grow another tail. No, we want the head. And he knows that all of those, that's why they're pushing this whole Jay-Z must be scared thing. MAGA and all the people on social media that are supporting that takedown of the Democrats, they're all trying to push more disinformation, saying, oh, he must be shaken, he must be scared, so on and so forth. No, he said it in the GQ interview. He said, it's time for us to go on the offense. He said, it's time for us to stop playing defense and go on the offense. That's why I said, Jaguar, say his name now. Say his name now, Jaguar. She wouldn't. She kept on talking about everything else. Right? Now that Jay-Z's on the offense, everybody want to act scared and act like his offense is a defense. No, he's been waiting for the right time to address all of you MFers. He's been waiting. He didn't do it on y'all time. He did it on his own time. That's the difference. He didn't come to y'all battlefield and try to fight y'all over there. No, he's pulling y'all to his battlefield. That's what makes a great a war hero or whatever you want to call it. He's not playing the game that y'all want to play. He's making y'all play the game that he plays. It's going to cost you a B to even say my name. That means he has the copyrights to his name. And anybody who uses it in any documentation or so on and so forth, it's going to cost you a B.
Government, good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You trying to break the government. Shots came
See?
from the very top of the
Listen.
government. Good luck with them. I'm governed.
Let me play it back for you. I'm going to play it back for you so you can hear it again. Listen.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them. A rapper can't be my eye. I got MAGA Republicans. Them shots came from the very top of the government. Good luck with them. I'm governed by God. You try to break the government. I prayed for 40 days. My neck get flooded again. Wrist get flooded again. My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Nigga, I'm up 10. Wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the hole. I never looked up to them.
Talk that talk.
I got your publishing gangster. Go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me. You niggas is workers.
That was to Drake. That's why he said those crackers got your publishing. Go talk to them. That was to Drake.
In perpetuities, how your contract is worded. Don't make me go man.
I get it.
The roots remember, even when the trees pretend, not too much of my name. Don't forget who I am. Hattie loves her Shawnees. S-H-A-W-N. I find it a dog when she put the S at the end. You don't know, the show ain't even begin. I said, you don't know, the show ain't even begin.
You don't know what you do. That's that song right there. Listen to me, man. Every dog has his day. And that's why I said when it's time for Jaguar to go, don't sit there. Every dog has his day. It's just her day. Every dog has their day. It's just her day. That's it. Trevor Green, I seen you in the comment section. What's going on with you, Trevor Green? You know we got to close this out with the biggest lie Jackie's ever told. Now that Jay is responding, the biggest lie is when she said, you need to re-upload this song, Trevor. You need to re-upload this song. That way it'll pop up as a new, for people. Now is the perfect time to re-upload this song. If you're still in here, Trevor Green, now is the perfect time to re-upload this song. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Trevor Green. Make sure y'all check out some of his content. Give him some watch time over there. You know, give him some thumbs up. Hype some of those videos up over there. And if you scroll down far enough, you'll see some other, stuff. Where the hell is it? Hey, love is love. Namaste, Ashe, salutation, salam. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. We'll be back again, maybe tonight, hopefully. Hopefully we get some more of these trading cards together, and then we'll come back tonight and do the whole trading, like show some more of the cards and have some fun with that. And he making this shit difficult. You got to put that shit at the top of the list or something. Where the hell is this? Let me see if I can find it under popular. Where the hell is it? No, this is part 2. Did he move it? You gonna tag me when you're done? Man, Jay-Z saying her name, she'll wear that shit like a badge of honor. Listen to me. Jaguar is gonna wear that like a bag of honor.
And that's what's real. Like I said,
Oh. Where the hell is the song at? Did he remove it? That's part 2. Finally. Damn.
The biggest lie, Jackie, told in history was when she said,
That's what Sean Carter done to me.
Hey, when she dropped that line that shook the whole room, Jack froze up like
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Receipts rolled in. Clemens one and saying everybody knew it was playing games. But when the truth hit back in the back, she said it wasn't me. Blame the AI idea. Okay. That's what Sean Carter done to me. She lied to me. She lied to you. But when I stopped saying, hold on, real quick. Let's see. Drop the T's. I like this. Let's see. Okay, let's see. He tells the truth, reads people, loves deep, hit points 100, evolves from the queen. Okay. Empress Pokemon, reads the enemy, sees the truth, This attack reveals your opponent's next move, and it also should reveal their weakness. I like that. Weakness. Too much softness can be her undoing. Oh shit. They're gonna hurt you with trauma bonding. Strength 100. Special power turns pain into wisdom, brings healing through insight. I don't guess, I know. I don't play, I elevate. Okay, I like it. I like it. Listen, y'all gotta fill up the Discord. Put the cards in the Discord. Okay, let's see how you. Okay, damn, I got over 100. Over 100. Sees beyond today, teaches for tomorrow, builds forever. Evolves from the teacher. Okay, strategist. I like that. Plan, learn, teach, build, legacy. I like that. Everybody got to make one. Everybody. Wisdom teacher, Pokemon. Okay, knowledge, learning, absorbs vast knowledge of and applies it with wisdom. Draws insight from every experience. Weakness. He guards his heart. It takes time to break down his walls. Shit. That's too good. But I do also wear my heart on my sleeve. That's a problem. Special powers, talking and explaining, breaking down complex ideas, makes the hard things look easy. I get that part. Oh, makes the hard things make sense. This is like Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying? This is Dungeons and Dragons. You hear me? This is Dungeons and Dragons card game. Black Tea Sector version. Thanks ahead, plans, moves, turns visions into victory. This is fun. I don't care. Like, this is fun reading the cards that people make. Strength 150, mental strong, built on wisdom, discipline, experience leads with authority. I like that. I like that. See, because look, you got good guys in this sector too. You got good people in this sector. Even though we're in the Black Tea sector, we still got good, attributes. Magi the Wise Owl sees what others miss, knows what others fear to face. Hyper focus. Hyper focus blocks out all distractions, locks in, and uncovers what others overlook. Weakness, language barriers, and empathy. Misunderstandings can slow her down. She feels deeply what others feel. Strength, mental strength, and unshakable, stands firm in her truth. Special power, researcher, finds the facts, connects the dots, always seeking deeper knowledge. I like that. Special power, patience, understands time is everything, waits, watch, and wins. Wisdom isn't given, it's earned in the dark. Okay, I like that. I like that. So dropping a T is putting hers together. I like that. So many more. It's so many more people like that. You like. Listen, when I started doing it, I said, "Damn, this is gonna take a long time because there's so many different characters over here that we got to do." You know what I mean?
Set the box, framed her on the live stream screen. Oh, but the crowd wasn't buying that fan.
No, because it's such a great idea. That's why, right? Listen, love is love. Namaste, ashe, salutations. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. If nobody told you that they love you today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. At this moment, we're going to be signing off. I got to put my new intro and my new outro on there for the next live. So hopefully I get that in order. I got a bunch of more cards that I got to do. So hopefully I can, get those in order. I think this is fun. If you want to be a part of it, start your cards now. Get your deck ready. We're going to see who's at the end of this, we'll put a list together and we'll see who's the deck master. and it should be fun. We're gonna definitely make this fun. And love is winning. They can't stop it. They hate it. They don't like it. And we're just gonna continue to win in love, in light, in unity, despite anything that they might try. We changing up and bringing creativity and a lot of tenacity back to this sector, and they don't like it. They like for them to be the only ones that's creating anything over here. And that's why I said like more people should just start creating shit, not chaos. You know what I mean? We should all just become, unified creators in this. You know what I mean? But it's going to be fun. I can't wait to see what Maggie does with her cards. I can't wait to see what Golden does with her cards. Drop the T. You got a lot. I can't wait to see the rest of your cards.
See, they said, Jackie girl, take accountability. No glitch, no code, no digital ghost.
This Jackie talking around, doing the most.
Jaguar stepped out talking like she held the world in her hands. Dropped the story in the fire, hoping everybody take a stand. But echoes don't stay quiet when the truth starts pushing through. And the moment pressure found her, she went looking for a different truth.
I'm ready. Where are all those people at that wanted to fight? Where are all those Tony the Tiger tough guys at? Can we line that up? I'm ready. Look. I'm back in the gym. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to box your head off, Wolf Coochie. Line it up. I'm ready.
Her voice said the wires got crossed somehow.
Blame the ghost in the algorithm.
When the heat came down, she cried, that's what Sean Carter done to me. Till the truth pulled up, hey, and she changed her key. She had everyone lost.
That's just for the people who try to make it seem like, oh, I'm out of shape. Da 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 da. He don't never turn his camera on. No. I'm not funny body built. I'm none of that. But I'm ready. I'm war ready. I do all the peace stuff, but I guarantee you I'm war ready. Huh? I guarantee you I'm war ready. Line it up. Wolf Coochie, you said you wanted to. I said I put the offer out there. Remember, loser has to get off of YouTube. So sign me up for any boxing match with any of these characters over here. Sign it up. I'm willing to sign up for it. I'm willing to sign up for it. We ready?
Hey, in that live stream screen, when she said it wasn't Jay-Z, hey, but it was Trevor Green. But the real question is,
who the hell is Trevor Green?
Yeah, she flipped the script when the stakes got steep, and the biggest lie Jackie would ever speak is when she said, that's what Sean Carter done to me. Monkey heard. We saw what we seen. You got caught in your lie. That wasn't AI, and it damn sure wasn't Trevor Green. The biggest lie she was.
Who are you? Why do you stand tall? Where you get wisdom from? Are you really this strong? Ralph the Wise over here, Ralph the
Sign 'em
Wise
up.
over there.
Line 'em up.
Family affair.
Let's get there. Oh,
If you dare.
also,
We don't battle with flesh. We fight demons oppressed by life.
so I was thinking like maybe in the Discord we can start like, cardio workout or just, like a small workout group in the Discord. Pick a time that's good for everybody. You can. Wait, are you in the Discord? I got to figure out how to get that over to the Discord. I got to figure out. You can send it to the main thing in Discord, but let me see because I got to make sure. Let me see something. You might have to rejoin the Discord. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, put them in the main. Put them in the main room in the Discord. You should be able to join the Discord. Oh yeah, I gotta make a. Okay, all right. Let me do this. Channel. What do we call it? Black. Let's just do Black T BTS card game room. All right, there we go. I just put it in the Discord as like BTS card game room, basically. So this is the room you can put your cards in. So if you look at the YouTube, it's got, I'll move it closer to the main hall. So it's like right up under the main hall, you'll see BTS card game room. So just put it in the BTS card game room in the Discord.
Over death, off the record like broken up ciphers, black mirrors with vectors of lies. They try feeding on us, feeding on us, but we're fighting demons. They try feeding on us, feeding on us, but we're fighting demons. They wonder why point out all the wrongs, why shine in the darkest halls, why silence these evil calls. How dare you lift us up when we fall? We don't battle with flesh, we fight demons oppressed by life over
Oh yeah, Black Tea.
off the record like broken up ciphers, black mirrors with vectors of lies. They try feeding on us, feeding
love everybody, man. We got this. We got this. We changing all of this stuff up.
We face pretenders, fake co-creators, self-made destroyers. No more feeding on us, no longer getting my trust. Love in my veins like blood, none left for you demons, I'm done.